This is another. This is another 419 Grind exclusive. Wake up, Toledo.
Wake your ass up.
You're listening to the 419 Grinds Rise and Grind Morning Show. Rep your city. Visit us online at the419grind.com.
Good morning, Rise and Grind, beautiful people. You are listening to the all-new Rise and Grind Morning Show. It is your girl, Miss Leah Renee, and today I don't have my boy, Big Trees, with me, so you don't hear that. Hear me? I'll say it for him. Hear me? Trees, he's got other business going on. He had some other business he had to attend to, so he has left me all by my lonesome today, and but I got my boy Dewan with me in the building, one of our interns. So shout out to you. Hello, Dewan.
What's up?
Thank you for coming in with me, because I would have been in here all by myself. And well, not all by myself, because I got my baby with me. But I would have been lonely if you would have been in here, because I need some type of adult conversation going on. So shout out to my baby in the building, you guys, because this is real. This is the all new Rise and Grind Morning Show. It's real out here in the field. I'm a working businesswoman. I am a mother, and some days, things happen, and you gotta love the babies around. So, I'll introduce you guys to my beautiful baby, Braxton Christina Pearson. She's 4 months old. She's so beautiful, but she's sleeping, so I'm gonna let her chill. But shout out to all my listeners. Shout out to all our viewers. I just want to take the time to thank you guys all for all the support you give to the Rise and Grind Morning Show, and just to the 419 Grind Production Studios all together, because you guys have been showing crazy love, and we're really feeling it. We appreciate it. We wouldn't know what to do without it. We can't do what we do without it. So we appreciate you guys. And I want to say shout out to all my people on the live so far. Shout out to my boy TJ. Hey Keitha, I see you, girl. Hey Freddie Z, what's up, you guys? Good morning, everybody. What are you guys up to this morning, grinders? So today, we're gonna have a good show. Even though Treese isn't here with me, and he usually keeps me laughing, he keeps me on my toes. I don't have him, so I gotta stay on my toes by myself. I have to remember who I am, okay? I am Miss Leah Renee. I can do this. I can do this by myself, guys. So I need you guys to keep me encouraged. Make sure you send out those hearts, send out those likes. Let me know that you love me even when I'm by myself. And shout out to my boy Jesse, who's at Jeep getting in that work, and shout out to Dr. Vic, who's handling his business as usual. Shout out to everybody, because you guys are just beautiful people, and I love you all. So, Dewan, who you want to shout out?
Shout out to my mom for birthing me.
I love it.
Shout out to everybody, though. I just thought of something, though.
What you think of?
You gotta expect the unexpected.
Expect the unexpected. So what you thought of?
That's what I thought of.
Oh. I thought you were going to say like you really thought of something. So, okay, I thought you was coming with something. So, okay, so today we're going to talk about some things going on in the headlines. I shout out to the Breakfast Club because, even though this is a podcast, I can still shout out the vets that come before me that, have paved the way. And shout out to the Breakfast Club. I was listening to them on the way in, and they had a pretty dope rumor report. So I'm not going to just steal their whole thing, but I am going to touch on some headlines that came from the rumor report. And I'm going to give credit where credit's due. I got it from there. Hey, it is what it is. This is how it is to be a journalist. You have to go find sources. You have to do your research, and that's what it is. So shout out to Angela Heat for giving me my rumor report. But so we're going to touch on some things. Dave East, he's a rapper, and he was put off of a Delta flight. So we're going to get more into that and figure out what happened with that. He's saying that Delta is racist, and we'll talk more about that. Geronte Davis, he was in the news recently about, that he had a domestic dispute, for all y'all who know, back in February, and he came into the news to, give an apology. So we'll talk more about that, touch more on that. And then we have a new Real Housewives franchise coming. Now, anybody who knows me knows I love my Housewives. And it's a very popular show. They have franchises all over the place now. And the newest one is Salt Lake City. Salt Lake City, for those of you who don't know, is in Utah. And I passed through Salt Lake City when I was driving out west this past summer, and it was beautiful out there, actually. So they have a new show starting, and one of those wives on that show, she basically married someone was related to. Yeah, crazy. Yeah, really married somebody that she was related to. So we're going to talk more about that. So you guys make sure you stay tuned, because we're going to bring up all those great headlines. We're going to talk about all that stuff. And my question of the day today is, what do you think about polygamy? Do you know what polygamy is, Dewan?
Like a polygamous relationship?
Yes, a polygamous relationship.
You gotta fill me in a little bit. They're like when you...
Oh, you don't know about that? How old are you, Dewan? First of all, let me make sure I can talk to you about this sort of things. How old are you?
I'm legally grown. I'm 18.
Okay, he's 18, but I still feel, I don't know, y'all. I don't know if I should be talking polygamy with Dewan, but that's okay. We're gonna talk polygamy. We're gonna talk polygamy, and I want to hear from you guys. So this is an interactive show. This is the Rise and Grind Morning Show. We do what we want. We say what we want. We are who we are. And I ain't got my boy Big Trees with me today. So I need my callers to call in, and I need you guys to, make this show what it is, okay? I want to hear from you guys today. So make sure that you guys are staying locked and loaded, staying tuned in. And when I tell you guys to call in, I need you to call in, because I want to hear what you have to say about polygamy. There was a picture on Facebook that went viral. If you guys didn't see it, it's on my page. You can go over there and look. But it's a guy wearing really skinny tight jeans, like they look like leggings. And then he had two beautiful women on both sides. And I guess they're saying that both of those women are his wives and whatever. The photo went viral. I shared it, many other people shared it, and it was there was lots of conversation pieces going on with that. So I want to talk about polygamous relationships. Maybe someone out there has been in a polygamous relationship, and if you have, I would really love to hear from you. So we're definitely going to get into that. So you guys stay tuned for the whole show, because, your girl's going to come with the heat, But right now, I got to hit you with that weather and traffic report, because it's very important that we know what our weather and traffic is looking like each day. So today. It's a little brisk out there, as you come out of the house early in the morning. It is that fall weather hitting us, and it's currently 48 degrees. It is sunny outside, though, so it's looking like it's going to be a beautiful day. We're going to have a high of 71, and it's going to be sunny all day, so make sure you keep your sunglasses on you. You're definitely going to need them when you're going in on that commute, so that you don't get blinded. And going throughout the week, it's also going to be a beautiful week. Wednesday, tomorrow, it's going to be a high of 79. I'm sorry, a high of 78, and it's going to be
If you're tired of church as usual and you're looking for something invigorating, exciting with passion, then the Greater New Psalmist Baptist Church, 3251 Glendale, is the place for you. We are a people that's determined to occupy all streets while cultivating cultural change. The only thing's missing is you. Meet us at 3251 Glendale Avenue as we continue to be relevant and occupy all streets while cultivating cultural change.
of color in first class.
So basically, I don't know how she approached him, what it was that she said to him, but whatever transpired, she basically told him he needed to be removed from the plane, had him removed from the plane. And then once he got up, there's a 3-minute video that was posted online. You can go check that out on YouTube. But in the video, you can hear him saying, this is racist. And then he was like, you know what? It's cool. He was like, it's cool. I'm gonna get off your plane. I'm sorry, guys. You know, things like this happen. People just tap you out of nowhere and then you don't know what's going on. Okay, but anyway, so Dave East was taken off. Okay, I'm sorry, guys. We got to take a break. I'm going to get back to those headlines after the break, so stay tuned. And when we come back, I will finish that story for you.
Can you cut it up in the headphones though?
All I see is money, all I need is money. The ones, the fives, them tens, them 20s, the 50s, the hundreds, I want it. All I need is the money,
Wake up in the morning with a smile. You make me so happy, it's worth my while. I don't care what others have to say. Your love is the greatest gift that'll come my way. So it's so extraordinary, it's incredible. Something about the love you give, unexplainable. Can't imagine where I'd be if you let me go. Wrote a simple song to say, you make my soul glow. You make me feel so incredible. You're the source of my strength and the strength of my life. You make my soul glow. You are always there for me in my time of need. You pick me up when I fall and brush the dust off me. Had to take time to tell ya just what you mean. Without you in my life, I don't know where I'll be. It's so extraordinary. It's so extraordinary. Something about the love you give. Something about the love you give. Can't imagine life without letting me go. Simple song to say. Come on. You make my soul glow. You make me feel so incredible. You're the source of my strength and the strength of my life. You make my soul.
Good morning. Welcome back to the all new Rise and Grind morning show. It's your girl, Miss Leah Renee, and I got my boy Dewan in the building with me
What's up, y'all?
because I don't got my boy Big Treese with me. Hear me? He ain't with me.
Okay.
Sorry, guys. Okay,
Sorry,
so listen. We're having some technical difficulties today, and I appreciate you guys bearing with me and, you know, just staying tuned. I see that Treese must be pretty freaking popular because any other day, our viewers are up to like 40, and today we don't have that many. So I guess they're just not, you guys just aren't feeling me today. I don't know. But shout out to all the people who are on the live. I love you guys, and thank you for supporting us and tuning in every day. Before I went to the break, I was talking headlines. Like I said, we've been having some technical difficulties, so just bear with us and stay tuned in if we experience any more issues. But I was talking headlines before we went to the break, and I was talking about the Real Housewives because I am a Real Housewives fan. I love the Real Housewives. I watch every single franchise. And they have a new one that is premiering November 11th. It's Salt Lake City Housewives. So Real Housewives of Salt Lake City, which is in Utah. Now, I went through Salt Lake City for the first time in my life when I drove out west this past summer with my kids. I took my 3 children and we drove from here in Toledo, Ohio, all the way out west to LA. And I was sightseeing on the way and everything like that. And we drove through Salt Lake City. And it's actually very beautiful in Salt Lake City. And the real estate out there is phenomenal, let me tell you. So you might hear Utah and think like, what's in Utah? But man, like it's beautiful in Salt Lake City. It's a lot of rich people there for sure. But anyway, so they have a franchise. The newest franchise of Real Housewives is Salt Lake City. And there's a woman on there. What's her name? Mary Cosby. She's the real Cosby, y'all. And she is she's the only African-American housewife on the franchise. And she's making headlines and going viral, and it's not because of the fact that she's the only African-American woman on the franchise. She's making headlines and going viral because she allegedly married her grandfather, y'all.
Her granddad?
Yeah, her granddad.
Wow.
Yeah, you heard me right. She allegedly married her granddad. Now, okay, of course I had to say her granddad just to like hype it all up, like and make it sound bad. Like she did marry her granddad, y'all. But okay, so allegedly he was her grandmother's second husband. So he's not like biologically her grandfather, but still in all, I mean, it's your granddad. Like
right.
He married your grandmother, like,
right.
and was with your grandmother for several years. Like that's your granddaddy. Like
right.
how
like,
do you marry your granddaddy? Like that's crazy. So allegedly what happened is that the grandmother died at the age of 65 in 1997. And then 1 short year later in 1998, she married him. Mary Cosby married the grandfather and basically inherited all of this family's fortune because they have all sorts of family businesses. They have a chain of churches, they have restaurants, they even had a radio station, all types of businesses. And I guess once she married her grandfather, she inherited these businesses. My thing is though, like, how come maybe she was mad? Like maybe she felt some type of way because the grandmother didn't, you know what I'm saying? Like, damn, why I gotta marry my granddaddy to inherit the businesses though? Like I couldn't get the radio, I couldn't just get at least the radio station. Yeah. Like you couldn't give me the radio station, you couldn't give me a restaurant, you couldn't give me whatever. I don't know. I don't really know how it went down. Maybe she did get something, but I think that it's possible she didn't get anything, and that's why she said, well, okay, you didn't want to leave me nothing? Okay, how about this? I'm going to take your husband. I'm going to become the new Miss Cosby, and yeah, I'm going to inherit all these businesses, and that's exactly what she did, and they've been married over 20 years.
So, wait, how old is he?
I mean, I don't know for sure, but he's got to be like up there.
Yeah,
I mean, he's got to be in his
like
80s, and she's like in her 40s. So yeah, they're definitely, there's definitely a huge age range and age gap, and it's her granddad. And so yeah, she inherited all these businesses, and I don't know, like I said, maybe she didn't get anything with the death of her grandmother, and maybe she was feeling some type of way, like, oh, okay, you don't want to leave me nothing? All right, watch what I do. And she definitely took her man.
Got her get back.
And got her get back. She definitely got her get back. And so Yeah, so Mary Cosby, she's on the newest franchise, and she's the only African American, and so that's gonna definitely be I'm gonna be tuned in, that's for sure. Like, I was just watching the trailer, and it already looks crazy. Like, there's like Mormons on there, and like some Jewish housewives. Like, it's like crazy. Like, it's just, I'm pretty sure it's gonna be a crazy season and a crazy franchise, and I can't wait to watch it. So in other news, I'm sure you know. Do you know who Dave East is?
Yeah, the rapper.
The Harlem rapper? Okay,
Yeah.
so Dave East is alleging that Delta Airlines is racist. Dave East says that he was on a flight in first class, and that he was asked to get off the plane. That a woman came up to him and basically told him he had to be removed from the plane. And I don't know if there was any backstory. From the information that I got this morning, there was no backstory. So I don't there was nothing alleged that he did anything wrong or that something happened beforehand. I mean, I don't know, like maybe something will come out later, I'm not sure, but he basically quote said that she was she felt uneasy or uncomfortable because there was a black man basically sitting in he said quote, the flight attendant was nervous seeing a person of color in first class. So
they don't got no video?
No, there was a 3-minute video. You could see it on YouTube. But it's like you could just really hear the audio. And so the what's on the video, you can't hear her telling him to get off, but she must have had already told him. And you can hear another guy, I guess, who was a Jamaican man, stood up for him. Mm-hmm. And basically was like, that's racist. Like, how y'all just gonna make him, like basically was trying to stand up for him. Right. And then you can hear Dave say in the background, like, you know what? No, I'm gonna get off y'all plane. It's cool. I'm gonna get off y'all plane. And he got up and got off the plane. Well, when he got off the plane, he was greeted by 6 Port Authority officers.
Wow.
So not only did they ask this man to get up and get off the flight, the first class flight that he paid for,
right,
but then they met him with 6 Port Authority officials as if he had done something wrong.
Like he broke
the law.
Committed a crime or something.
So, so this happened on Delta Airlines. Now, what I will say is I fly Delta a lot, and I myself have never had that had a racist experience. However, that's not to say that it's not happening. And right. So I think that's crazy that happened to that man. And it's just sad because it's like you're a black man in America, a black person in America, and you're automatically, assume that you can't afford something, or that you're not supposed to be in this job position, or that you don't got enough credit to be where you're living, or just different crazy things. And it's just sad that we are here in 2020 and we're still dealing with this. Like, this man is a famous rapper. He's a well-known Harlem rapper. He clearly could afford the ticket because he was on there. He clearly had a seat because he had a ticket. So I don't know. It's crazy that this type of thing is going on still in this world. I mean, it doesn't surprise me because look what we're dealing with. I mean, we're being shot by the police on a rapid in rapid form. And even just like the other day, my mom posted something on Facebook about Black Lives Matter, and this white woman came onto her post and said something like, I don't need those Black Lives Matter they all need to be in jail or something. And I'm just like, wow, like, it's really people out here who are really offended that we have a movement called Black Lives Matter. Like, because we care about us, right? Because we care about ourselves, y'all mad,
right?
Like,
I don't understand.
Oh Lord, it's just that's the subject.
Say all lives matter.
They say all lives matter, but do they really matter? Like, I'm gonna try to pull up this post because the post that my mom even made was that she had shared that the lady commented on. It really described the whole Black Lives Matter in a great way. Like, it used a parable in a Bible. I'm sorry, let me find it really quick, y'all. Just bear with me because I gotta tell y'all this because
I don't even understand why it gotta be a debate though. Like, why you gotta say all lives matter just because we say Black Lives Matter? Like, why we just can't say what we say?
And clearly all lives don't matter because then y'all wouldn't have those poor the poor Latin kids that are still being caged, might I add, the poor babies that were ripped out of their parents' arms and put into immigration camps, who are still laying and sleeping on cement grounds, don't have food, are being sexually abused and physically abused. Those babies are still in. And when did that happen? When did Trump come into office and basically start making immigrants ripping immigrants away from their kids and tearing up families? Like, it's crazy. They're still in camps, being suffering. And so all lives can't possibly matter. And so because we say that Black Lives Matter, y'all mad. So, okay, so my mom, it was something that got shared, and it said it was shared by a white man named Jared Price, and it says, if you are a Christian and can't hear Black Lives Matter without feeling the need to respond with the criticism that all lives matter, then crack open your Bible and hit up Luke 15. Don't have it handy? Let me summarize. In Luke 15, there are 100 sheep, but one goes missing. Jesus leaves the 99 and goes after the one. The 99 say, but what about us? We don't matter? Of course the 99 still matter, but they're not the ones in danger. The one is. Okay? Black Lives Matter. That's the whole point. You guys aren't the ones in danger. Brown and black people are. Since the beginning of time. So, I'm sorry, guys. This is our special guest host today, co-host today, Baby Braxton. She was sleeping a little while ago, but she clearly has some things to say now. So, you'll just have to bear with me. It's your girl, Miss Leah Renee. This is the all new Rise and Grinding show. And, things, what is it? Expect the unexpected.
Expect the unexpected. We definitely had a lot of technical difficulties today, like really.
Yes.
A lot.
But it's okay. So, we're still here, and God is good, and we're still going to do what we do. We're never going to let the devil steal our thunder.
Thank you.
Okay, so yes, so back to that. So, just all this racism. It's just crazy, and it's crazy. Just going back to the headline, Dave East, like I said, was booted off of a Delta flight because he felt like the flight attendant was nervous because she saw a black man sitting in first class. So it's just crazy that we're still dealing with that. Geronte Davis was also in the news recently. He has basically come forth and said he apologizes and that he was wrong for basically putting his hands on his girlfriend back in February. I don't know if you remember that story. Do you know who Geronte Davis is?
Nah.
He's a boxer, and he I guess his girlfriend and child's mother was at some basketball game, some basketball game, and he showed up and basically told her to get gone, get out of there and go home. And they, I guess a physical altercation, happened after that. And it ended up, the video ended up being released and it went viral. And, that all happened back in February, but I guess now I don't know why this is just now becoming news like a few days ago. Because I'm like, did he just now realize that he was wrong? Like, I was a little confused by that. Like, okay, so you're just now coming forward. It's September. That happened in February. You're just now putting out, a statement saying that you think you were wrong. Like, okay, so I don't know if that's PR or what, maybe he done lost some deals. Maybe he's not
maybe
getting.
It just started affecting his money.
Yes, it's clearly affecting his money, and now they want to put out a statement. And to me, I just don't know. I mean, it's like, why are you just now putting out a statement?
Right.
Like, that's crazy.
Should have did that day after.
Yeah, you should have did that the day after. But that's he looks like a pretty young guy, and you give young people a lot of money, and then you put them in situations like a basketball game, and liquor's involved, and things happen. So we all saw the Jay-Z and Beyonce and Solange thing in the elevator several years back. So hey, it gets greasy, I guess, sometimes. But yeah, so those are our headlines for today. I hope you guys enjoyed those stories. If you want to get more information on any of them, you can just Google them, because that's what I did. So,
oh, I feel like we should say this since we said the
what?
Black
What are we
Lives
gonna
Matter
say?
thing. I mean, everybody go vote. We have to register for voting thing. If you feel like Black Lives Matter, you should vote.
Yes.
Because your vote matter.
Dewan, you are so smart. See, I knew. God blessed me with an amazing co-host, even though Treese isn't here today. So yes, you are right. I need all of my listeners, all of my viewers to go vote, because if you say, that Black Lives Matter and you feel like there's a lot of racism still and a lot of injustice, the only way that we can make changes is by literally changing the system. So we have to change the people in office. And it doesn't just mean voting for the president. It means doing your research, finding out about the local candidates, who's being voted into, as a judge or mayor or whatever. And we have to put the people in the right positions who are going to make a change for us. So you guys have to get out and vote. Like Dewan said, do not, I'm sorry. Do not.
Everybody to go vote.
Yes, tell them, baby. Say, go vote. Go vote. Go vote. You got to make sure you go vote because, look, this is our future. And, if we want to make it right for our babies, we got to get out there and vote. So
Exactly.
make sure you guys vote. And while we're speaking about voting, make sure you go over to ToledoCityPaper.com and vote the 419 Grind Studios and the 419 Grind Podcast as the best local podcast because we are. And you can also vote Best Anchor Duo, Leah Renee and Big Trees.
/Dewan.
/Dewan. And vote us Best Anchor Duo because, that'd be pretty dope.
Did you check the weather yet? You already did the weather?
Yeah, I already did the weather, but it may have been when they couldn't. It may have been when they couldn't hear me.
Okay.
So I don't know. I don't know. Did they hear me? We could do a recap. We'll do a weather and traffic recap, right? Because there were some technical difficulties earlier, and we were off. We didn't have any audio for a while. So for those of you who are just tuning in or didn't hear the weather report earlier, it's currently around 50 degrees. It's sunny outside, so make sure you have your sunglasses with you when you go out the door. We're going to get up to a high of 71 today, and it's going to be sunny all day. Tomorrow, it's going to be a high of 78. And but going into the weekend, it's going to get a little chilly. It's going to be down in the 60s. So make sure you carry a hoodie with you wherever you go. And the traffic, it's no incidents, no accidents to report. I say every day, make sure you look out for the construction because there's definitely still the construction going on all through I-75 and I-280. And you definitely want to take your time going through that area. So that is your weather and traffic for the day in case you missed it earlier.
Leah.
Yes.
Speaking of weather, I just wanted to get your opinion on this.
Yes.
How do you feel about climate change?
I'm going to be honest with you. I don't know a lot about it, but I do know that, over the course of many years, our climate, we are experiencing climate change and it's causing damage to the environment. And so it does worry me a little because when you hear different stories or different reports about in the next, say 50 to 100 years, the whole United States is going to completely be underwater and things like that. It's that's scary. I'm glad that I won't be here in 100 years, to experience that. Hopefully we make it through till 100 years. But because one thing's for sure, I definitely never thought I would see no pandemic. You would think, you would think this is something you're going to see in 100 years. That'll be after, us. But here we are in the middle of a pandemic.
You see all the hurricanes and stuff be getting worse and more prevalent. You see a hurricane every day.
You know what? You are right
day,
about
literally.
that. I remember when I was your age. There weren't, of course we had our hurricanes and our natural disasters, but it wasn't you're right. It wasn't as prevalent as it is now. I feel like we are literally it's almost every couple weeks there's a new hurricane and a new name.
Right. And it's,
so it is.
And then it's real hot all the time.
Then you got those California fires that are crazy out there. The sky? Man, that's
orange,
crazy.
Red, what? Never seen that before.
Yeah. So I don't know. I think that it's definitely happening. I think that what scientists and people, who know what they're talking about have been saying that over, because I can even remember being in elementary and being in junior high learning about that in science class, over the next 50 years we're gonna and it has over it's only been about 30 since I've been in elementary, but over the last 30 years I've been able to see the difference. So it's definitely something that our ecosystem is experiencing, and I hate to see what's gonna be the outcome. But it's scary. All this stuff going on nowadays is scary because we are in the middle of a pandemic. And then I don't know if you remember seeing in the news back when the lockdown first happened, there was what are those things? Not fireflies, but locusts.
Oh yeah.
There was, I guess, like a surge of locusts in some area where they were like attacked. Like it was like almost like to the point where people felt like they were being attacked by locusts because they were everywhere. And then out in another country there was like killer bees or something. I don't know. It was like it was just like crazy stuff happening all over the world, like all right at the same time. And
I mean, I don't know if you touch into this, but in Florida, they was talking about releasing genetically modified, what's those called, mosquitoes. I mean, I didn't read too much into it, so I'm not going to go deep into it, but yeah, it's a lot going on around the world.
Yeah, it's crazy, and it's scary. It's scary. And then, not to mention, like we said before, just all the violence that's going on to top it all off. Like, it's just too much. It's too much, and I'm scared for my babies, I will say that. Well, but, question of the day, Dewan.
Okay.
And now, I don't know, y'all. I'm feeling a little nervous about having this conversation with Dewan. But he is 18 now, so, is your mom watching?
I mean, no.
Okay.
No.
Mom, please don't beat me up because I can't help it that we have to have this conversation. But the question of the day is, guys, viewers, what do you guys think about well, first of all, let me shout out all my listeners and all my viewers. Shout out to Keitha. Shout out to Financially Lit. Shout out to Bree. Shout out to Maritza. Shout out to TJ. Shout out to Freddie Z. I love all you guys. Thank you for tuning in. Shout out to Dr. Hall, our sponsor. And shout out to my girl, Miss Yana. Good morning to all of you. Thank you for tuning in with me. So the question of the day is, what are your thoughts on polygamy? There was this photo that went viral on Facebook, and I shared it to my page. It was a young man with some very tight jeans. I feel it's important to notate that because I have a problem with taking any type of leadership from a man whose jeans are tighter than my own. And I feel as a woman,
you gotta show me these jeans now.
No,
we wear jeans that's kind of fitted.
No, sir. Okay, do you wear jeans that look like leggings, Dewan?
No, I don't wear legging jeans.
All right,
no.
So you wear fitted jeans.
Yeah, they fitted.
Okay, how fitted do they be though? Because
you ever seen Young Boy jeans?
NBA Young Boy?
Yeah.
Them tight jeans he be wearing?
Them fitted right there.
No, sir.
Your jeans can't be baggy. Sir. If you're walking around with baggy jeans, you need to tighten them up. You shouldn't be walking around with parachute pants.
Okay, but you also shouldn't be walking around with your little sister's pants on either. Like, you young boys of this generation, I don't know where this fashion trend came into play. Now, I get it, because I remember back in the day, like back in my day, guys your age, like you said, they would wear the big, dumb, baggy pants. And back then, it was like Jerbo, right? Jerbo was like real big back then. Pelly Pel, all the different brands. And guys used to wear their clothes very big. And then you had the whole thing with the, I don't know if you remember the extra tall white tees.
The white tees? Oh, my God,
but do you remember the extra tall ones that guys used to wear?
Because
there was like, oh, my God, it used to look ridiculous. But back then, that's what was cool, right? Like, that's what, if you wasn't dressing like that, you wasn't cool, right?
Right.
And now,
you gotta have that tight.
Now your shirt gotta be young and your pants gotta be tight. And if they're not, then,
all right.
And if they're not, then you're just not with the fashion, and it's crazy. Like, I don't know who said that, but I'm not trying to call anybody. Okay, no, because I don't want to say anything that's politically incorrect. But okay. Like, I don't know whose idea it was to make men start wearing really tight jeans, but it's just confusing to me. And
I'd rather wear tight jeans than be wearing a dress or something, because it's rappers out here that be walking around with dresses and purses and all that.
Listen, all of that is a concern to me. I don't know what is happening to the nature of our men, but it's some real feminine things going on in this world, and I don't know what to do about it. But okay, so anyways, back to this guy that was wearing very tight jeans. He was on Facebook, and I'm trying to pull it up, but I'm in the middle of trying to make a bottle and hold this baby and do a morning show, and it's just a whole lot. This is what it's like when you're trying to be a boss and trying to be a mom and trying to have a job all at the same dang time. But let me tell y'all, this guy, he was in the picture. Now, first of all, the biggest thing is that he used to be a pastor, right? First of all, this man used to be a pastor. from what it says on Facebook. I don't know how true that is, but he used to be a pastor, and now he's renounced his title as a pastor, and he says he no longer believes in the Bible. Everything that he's been preaching is basically a lie, and that everything that he taught his listeners and followers up until now is he no longer believes in it. So basically, not only does this man wear extremely tight jeans, but he is a so-called former pastor that has now renounced his title because he no longer believes in the Bible.
See, that's part of the reason why people don't have strong as religion as they did back in the day.
Exactly,
either.
it is, and that's the sad part about it. That's why we're losing so many of our God's followers, and that's why so many people are scared to join a religion or become spiritual or any of that thing, because nobody believes anything.
Right.
Like it's hard to, you don't know what to believe anymore.
Right.
Me, what I say is that I'm a very spiritual person. I believe in God for sure.
Me
like
too.
I know one thing's for sure, two things for certain. There is a God. I'm looking at a miracle baby right here in my arms that tells me there's a God. I've had 3 children. I've watched them grow from a seed into a human being, and it's that there in itself is a miracle
Right.
that only God could perform. So I know that there's God. Plus, even besides that, He's shown up in my life in ways that I can't even describe or explain. So it could only be Him. So I know that there's a God. However, I do have questions about a lot of the things that go on in the Bible. For instance, they talk about slavery in the Bible, and polygamy, men have, the men having more than one wife, and even if you look back into the Bible, or just even look back in the days, women and girls were forced into marriages at young ages, 13, 14 years old. They were forced into marriages, forced to become mothers, and all for the benefit of men, so that men could have their, needs fulfilled, basically, is what it boils down to. You know what I mean? And so, I don't know. There's just certain things that have taken place in the Bible that concern me. And I do have questions about it. But what I will say is that my mom bought me a Bible, and I'm going to show it to you guys because I have it. This Bible is called it's called a Student's Life Application Study Bible. So I don't know if you guys can see it, but she got my name engraved in it. And so the reason why I read my Bible and live by it is because although there may be things in it that are untrue or that I can't explain or that, don't seem right or whatever the situation may be, in this particular Bible that my mom bought me, it's like a student Bible. So it teaches you like in layman's terms. So everything that's talked about in the Bible, instead of it being like, thou this and thou that, it's like it just talks in regular terms and words. And then it gives you like everyday situations for each story or book. So like if say you're reading in Luke and you're reading a certain chapter about whatever, say you don't, even in layman's terms, you don't understand what that chapter is telling you, next to it will be like a little highlighted like real life story or summary that breaks it down what that verse was talking about. So what I say is I think it's extremely important that you read your Bible. And if you don't have a student life application Bible, I would highly suggest getting one, because I use it to apply to my life on an everyday basis. And, just to apply good living, just being a good person. Just it's if you don't necessarily want to follow a religion, you don't have to follow a religion, but use the Bible to guide yourself on how to go about just to be a good person and how to go about life, how to cope with things. In this particular Bible, there's different things in the back, different like it'll say like depression or adultery or just different things that you might be struggling with, and it'll give you a place in the Bible where you can go and read those verses that'll help you with whatever struggle you're dealing with. So I suggest that people read their Bible, and I highly suggest that you have a relationship with God, because I don't know, that's God is the only thing that's ever got me through any of my tough times. So
I think my mom always tell me, it's better to believe in something and die and find out that it's fake than to not believe in something and die and find out it's real.
That's so real. And I actually had a professor in my master's program. He basically, he didn't say it in those words, but that's basically what he said. Like, you know, you can go out your whole life believing in something, you know, that's gonna make you be the best that you know what I mean?
Right.
Practicing religion really only just teaches you to be the best version of yourself.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's really just about following those life lessons and taking, you know, reading the story. Even if you don't believe in it, read it as a story and learn a lesson from it. There's
Right.
lots of kid books out there and kid stories that are like nonfiction or fiction or whatever, but they're still teaching a life lesson to kids.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it's the same thing with the Bible. And shout out to Dr. Hall, our sponsor, because, you know, he talked about not letting people step over you, you know, yesterday in his sermon. And I thought that was a really good sermon because so many times we sell ourselves short. You know, we don't give ourselves enough credit. We think to ourselves like, oh, we might have a vision or a dream or an idea, and we don't follow through with it because, oh, I ain't gonna be able to do that for real.
Right.
Or, oh, this person didn't help me. I don't got this support or whatever doubts you have in your mind. And so we allow other people and and situations and different things like that to cloud our judgment, you know, and then we don't follow our dreams, or we don't follow our passion, or we don't do what we need to do to get to the next level, you know? And so it's important that we stand still when you're in those moments and you're feeling, you know, like, I don't know what to do next, or where do I go from here, or how can I, you know, make this next move? You just stand still and just wait on God, because he's gonna come through. Like, he always comes through for me, that's for sure. Even right now, like, I'm not in the best situations, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not in the best financial situations, you know what I'm saying? But what I do know is that God has shown up and shown out every single time for me, every time I needed him, and I know he's gonna show up again. So right on time.
Right. I mean, I didn't, up until a couple months ago, I didn't take religion that serious, but, you know, everybody go through things that make them take it serious.
Yes.
And when I needed him and I called on him and I asked him, I prayed, I asked him to show me that he was real, like, just show me. And he did. So, I mean.
Amen. And that is my young 18-year-old intern preaching that story right there. And that's real talk. I love to hear you say that, because it's so true. You know, we have to have a relationship with God, or have a relationship with a higher power, because it's so much negativity and evil going on in this world. And if you don't have something, you know what I mean? Like, what do
Right.
you have to look forward to, you know?
Exactly.
So it's crazy. But on that note, you know, let's go ahead and go to our sponsor again. Thank you to everybody who's tuned in. Make sure you guys stay tuned for the rest of our show.
Leah, keep talking for just a couple seconds.
Okay, sorry. We're having some technical difficulties again, so I'm still here. I want to see who I got on the live. Let me see. Let me go to my live. Oh, Mike Chalk. Hey, what's up, my boy? Mike Chalk. Kendra, hey girl. And Renelle. Shout out to Christina. We're having some technical difficulties, guys, so you'll just have to bear with me. I thought I was getting ready to go to a break, but I guess I'm not.
We could go.
If you're tired of church as usual and you're looking for something invigorating, exciting with passion, then the Greater New Psalmist Baptist Church, 3251 Glendale, is the place for you. We are a people that's determined to occupy all streets while cultivating cultural change. The only thing's missing is you. Meet us at 3251 Glendale Avenue as we continue to be relevant and occupy all streets while cultivating cultural change.
Welcome back to the all new Rise and Grind morning show. It is your girl, Miss Leah Renee, and I do not got my boy Big Treese with me. Hear me? He ain't in the building today, and I miss him because Lord knows he be keeping me on my toes. So shout out to my boy Big Trees because he has some other business he had to attend to. So I got my guest co-host in the building, and her name is Braxton Christina. And I got my boy DeJuan with me.
What's up?
He's one of our interns over here at the 419 Grind. So, like I said, before we went to break, we were talking about polygamy and polygamous relationships. And the question of the day is, what do you think about polygamous relationships? Would you be in one? Have you ever been in one? What do you think of it? Would you ever be in one? Would you ever be in a polygamous relationship, DeJuan?
Yeah.
With two women?
Yeah.
Yeah, I bet you would. All men say that they would be in a polygamous relationship because that means that they would have two women.
So if you could have two husbands, you wouldn't have two husbands?
I definitely would.
Okay, then. Thank you. Thank you.
I definitely would. So I guess I can't. I guess I can't even. Yeah. I guess I can't talk about the men because and you know, but see, this is the thing. It's a whole like what do they call it? What do they call it? No, well, it is an entanglement. But no, it's a gosh, what's that word where they you know, it's where men can do it but women can't. It's double standard. That's the word I was looking for. It's a double standard because if I say that, right? You just said it. I asked you, hey, what do you think about polygamy? Would you ever be in a polygamy? You're like, what? Yeah, you know. And so, of course, all dudes would be like, high five, blah, 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 bro, boo, boo, boo. And then if I say it, it's like,
Okay, you can say that, but then I feel like double standards go both ways because you got things like more gay females get accepted than gay men.
Oh, okay.
Like your dad will be mad because you gay, but they won't be mad because the daughter gay.
Interesting.
So certain things get accepted. I mean, that's just how it is.
That's interesting. That's an interesting take, but I don't think it's that way in all situations. Like, I know plenty of. No, I'm lying. I don't know plenty of gay women who've been like disowned by their families. So yeah, you're right. I never really thought about that. So I guess they're okay. Tell me another double standard then. That's one.
Okay. Say like, well, this got more to do with being gay, but I guess like in public, right? You see a girl that kind of look like a dude. You don't really get mad. Like you shouldn't get mad, but you don't really think none of it. You see a dude that look like a tranny or something, you what the heck?
Right. Like, so you're saying like when young ladies, you know, kind of start to live and represent themselves like a male, it's kind of like, okay, like, you know, they don't get ridiculed as much basically. Right. But then if a man starts dressing like a woman, wearing hair, the nails, the makeup, then he's like ostracized, which is true because you hear about, I've heard about men being beat to death, you know, like beat to a bloody pulp or beat to death sometimes in situations like that because they were, you know, they identify as a woman and, you know, and to other people, it's no, you're a dude, you know what I mean? So like, and then, you know, and yeah, like they've actually, like there's been people who have lost their lives like that. And that is horrible because it's like at the end of the day, people are who they are, you know, and you just have to let them live their lives. But also, I mean, I think that you have to live your life openly and honestly as well. You know, you can't be out here, you know, portraying yourself as something, or even if that is what you identify as, then you still have to be honest and say, you know, I was born as this, but I identify as this. You know, I just think that you can't trick people and then wonder why, you know, things happen like that.
I definitely agree.
But yeah, so you are right. I guess there are double standards, you know, as it pertains to things like that, and then, you know, even the situation of like being gay, like it's cool for two girls, right, to be lesbians and be, you know, like everybody's like, oh, that's a beautiful thing, you know. But if it's two men, then it's like, oh, that's disgusting. It's this, it's that. So yeah, you are right. That I never really thought about it that way. There are double standards on both sides, and so going back to polygamy, it is a double standard for women. You know, if a woman was to have two husbands or three husbands or four, then, you know, she would be a whore.
Right. That's like cheating. I mean, boys are more accepted to cheat than girls.
Yeah, but if a man has, 1, 2, 3, 4 wives, it's
That's cool.
He's the man, right?
That's how we was raised.
I don't know, I really want some of our callers to weigh in. So do we have any callers that are ready to call in? 419-540-3566. We're talking polygamy. What do you think about polygamous relationships? Would you be in one? Have you ever been in one? Do you know someone who's ever been in one? Everybody, I'm sure, has seen that photo that went viral on Facebook, and with that young gentleman in the middle with the tight jeans on, and he supposedly, those women are both his wives. But see, this is the thing. And again, this whole ideology of social media and, portraying one thing and it really being another. This photo was posted and it went viral, and you have all these men, of course, saying like, oh yeah, like he's the man, he's living, he's this, he's that. But it's like, how do we even really know? And then like you got some people saying like, why do y'all care? They're obviously happy. Let them live there. But it's like, how do you know they really happy?
Right.
Because they took a picture and posted on Facebook smiling. That
Right.
means they're happy.
Right.
I don't know. I have some questions about this so-called happy union. Okay, like. First of all, which wife came first and which one was brought into the scenario later, because that shit matters. And 2, are they both really happy, or was one just already with the guy, totally in love with him, and it was kind of like he basically hit her with some like, either you love it or leave it. You know what I'm saying? And some women are that desperate. Some women are so desperate to have someone and be in a relationship to be able to say they have a man that they are willing to accept anything from that man. So, and I'm not saying this is the case. I don't know them people, but all I'm saying is that he could have possibly been with one woman and she was so in love with him. Like maybe they'd been together for years, whatever. She was probably thinking, like, I want to be his wife, whatever. And maybe he told her like, the only way you could be my wife is if you let me have another wife too. And some women are just that damn desperate that they'll be like, all right, F it. Like, yeah. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, if you that desperate though, you just got to deal with it because that's your fault.
Yeah, I agree.
You got the option to leave.
I agree. And so and then there's the flip side. Maybe it's not that she's desperate, because I'm not saying that has to be the case.
Right.
Maybe she really does love women too. So if the woman really does love women, and she really like is bisexual, and she's like, I want to be able to have a woman and a man.
Right.
Okay, then that's fair. All's fair in love and war. If they both like are attracted to women and they both was like, yeah, let's have some fun, let's get a third person in here, I'm getting bored with you, yeah, you're getting bored with me, like, because there probably are some scenarios like that where a couple maybe has been married for a long time, and maybe they just want to light some fire in their marriage, and maybe they are completely in love. They know that their positions with each other are solidified, and maybe the woman is bisexual, and she's like, maybe it was her idea. Like, hey, babe,
Right.
I want to have a girlfriend. You know what I'm saying? So in a situation like that, I think, hey, the more the merrier. More power to you if that is really the situation.
Right.
But if it's a situation where a woman is pretty much being manipulated and forced into, a situation that she really doesn't want to go into just to be able to have the person she loves, then that's not cool. Like, and if a man is manipulating a woman to do that, that's not cool. What are your thoughts?
Back to the double standard thing. How do you know that she not making him talk to the girl? Because it could be that way.
You're right. But I don't think I don't think there's ever a case where a woman is going to have to force her man to talk to another woman. I think that any man is going to be a willing participant. I would actually really love to hear from any man that's going to say that if his woman came to him like, babe, I want to bring a girlfriend in, he would be like, nah, I don't think that's a good look.
Something wrong with him.
But I do know of a situation personally where, I have a friend who is married, and, she really was gay all along, I guess. Or, okay, let me not get to this line. I don't know if she was gay all along, but she is gay now, and she identifies as a gay woman. And, but she once was straight, and she was married and everything. And, I think she tried to, initially bring in another girlfriend into her scenario with her man. And then, I don't know, the man got booted out the situation and she ended up just gay. But
so, like, Because it matters. Is she like stud gay or is she like lesbian gay?
She's
Like regular gay.
What do you mean regular gay?
Like, does she dress like a boy or is she like girly girl?
She's
gay?
a stud.
Okay. See,
Is that
was the
okay to
problem.
say? I hope that's okay to say because I don't ever want to insult anyone or offend anyone. So I hope that the term stud is okay.
My friend let me call her a stud.
Okay. All right. Well, good. So what now?
I mean, it matters though, because she dressed like a boy, that means she got more boy tendencies, right?
So does that mean that she initially was always gay and she never really was attracted to men? And was that maybe just a front or what? What do you think?
Or maybe she because the normal is to talk to a dude. So maybe she tried it, but that's just not what she liked.
Right. And so she wanted to live her truth.
Right.
And that's what it's about. You have to live your truth. Like, whether it be polygamy. Like, because we keep going back to gay talk. Like, I don't want nobody to come for me because the LGBT community will tear you apart. And I love all of y'all. Hey, I'm all inclusive. I love y'all. So I hope that none of that conversation is offending anyone. But, just back to polygamy. It's like whatever you're going to do, live your truth, though. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you are a man who in your mind is like, I believe in polygamy, I'm going to have 2 wives and that's it, then say that. Say that going in when you meet a woman. You know what I'm saying? And I think that these are important conversations that should be had early on in dating. Like, how do you feel about this? No, I'm serious though. Like, if you are really a dude,
with you though.
If you really are a dude, right, and you want to practice polygamy, and I'm talking about really practice it though, not just want to have 2, not just want to have 2 bitches, okay? Like, no, like I'm talking about if you really believe in it and you really want to practice that.
Okay.
And okay, be honest about it though.
All right, because look, say you come into the relationship. All right, it's a lot of things that you shouldn't say before you get into. You shouldn't show somebody that you crazy before you start talking to them. Don't do that because it's not gonna work. You're not gonna never find love. Sometimes you gotta hide things.
Is that why I'm still single?
Probably. You showing me too crazy. You showing me crazy too quick.
Yeah, I do. You know what? I show people my real person from the very beginning because you know what? Whoever I end up with, I want them to know that this is me. Like, love me or leave me. You feel me? So if you don't love my craziest part about me, then you might as well go ahead and get to skipping.
But at the same time, you gotta slowly put that on me because I could love you. You gotta let me love you first.
Oh, okay, I get it.
If you already crazy off
okay, teach me something. Okay.
Because people put up with things because they love you.
Right. You are right.
So I put up with your crazy because I love you, but you didn't put that crazy on me. Now I'm like, that ain't what I signed up for.
Okay,
yet.
Well, there you have it, fellas. Dewan has just taught me something new, and I'm now about to start hiding my crazy from y'all.
Thank you.
And I'm gonna let it come out after I get the ring.
After he love you, then put it on me.
But you know what? Just to talk about crazy, what exactly do you consider crazy? Like, what's your version of crazy? Because I know we're supposed to be talking about polygamy, but let me ask you this. We're gonna get a little off topic because I want to ask you something. Why is it that? Okay, first of all, let me ask you that. What is your definition of crazy? If you meet a chick and she portrays the crazy, what is that to you?
It could be a lot of different things. First things is like, okay, the different mood swings that girls be having like all the time. Like, that's so weird and not knowing what you want. Like,
well, you do realize that all girls have a 28-day cycle, right?
Yeah.
Okay. And
I know about that.
It's 28 days long. It's not just the 7 days that y'all think it is. It's 28 days long. And so our hormones, we have what's called hormones, and during that cycle, they go crazy. It's not our fault. Like, we really can't help it, man. That's what y'all need to understand first and foremost. The quicker y'all get that down, the better it'll be. The better it'll be for everybody.
I mean, but okay, some girls, like you say, some girls are different though.
Yeah.
Because they mood swings don't be the same. Like, some girls be chill, like they cool.
Right.
Some girls just be on some all out weird stuff.
Like what? What? Give me an example.
Okay.
Because I might be that weird girl that you talk about, and I need, let me fix myself.
I feel like, okay, for instance, Facebook. If we liking pictures and stuff, like, you shouldn't be mad at me liking pictures. I'm gonna like pictures. And then, like, they do crazy stuff like cut your clothes up, bleach clothes.
Dewan, what type of girls have you been dealing with?
The crazy type. The very crazy type. Bleach clothes, change Facebook passwords, key cards, break windows. Like, that's too much. I'm through with all the crazy stuff. That's too much drama in my life that I don't need.
No, I totally agree. And listen, if you come across young ladies like that, yes, definitely go in the other direction. Now, when I say I'm crazy, okay, clearly I'm not really crazy.
Yeah, maybe you not crazy like how these girls be crazy nowadays. Cause they be doing too much. They want to throw your phone, always want to look through the phone.
You know, I'm 37 years old, and I'm proud to say that I've never busted out any windows. I've never scratched up anybody's car. I've never bleached anybody's clothes. Like, I swear, like, and I don't know what it is about me. Like, and it makes men mad too. Like, I've been known. I've been called a feminist, but it's really that I just don't take shit when it comes to men. You know what I mean? Like, I don't really consider myself a feminist, but I do not take no BS when it comes to men. And so
you one of them. If I feel like you doing you, then I'm just gonna do me type of girls.
That's right.
Yeah, I hate them type of girls too.
But what I will say is I'll let you know that though. Like, I don't do anything. I don't have to be secretive about it, right? Because we're not talking about relationship wise. We're just talking about, like, you know, I'm single. Mm-hmm. I talk, you know, if I'm talking or dating or seeing people, you know what I mean? We're talking about that type of thing. So if I notice some BS, and I wouldn't even say presently, because I'm not that way anymore. Like, now I just will not deal. I just walk away, like, and treat you like I never met you. Mm-hmm. That's what I do now, and that hurts people way more than anything else. So I've grown a lot. But what I used to do in my, you know, in my back in those, you know,
still in the good days, but you know,
back in the good days, in the good old days, you know, yeah, I was, you know, I was very. I knew what it was, you know, when it came to dudes. So when I would see what was going on, or when I would feel what was going on, I would just do me too. Like, okay, oh, you want to play that game? Oh yeah, let's play. Let's play.
It's a double standard. It don't work like that.
Oh, it definitely works like that.
It can't work like that.
Oh, it will work like that.
Because, like, no, you can't just do that.
But I used to do that, and that doesn't necessarily make it right. I'm not saying that makes it right. No. However, that's how I used to be, because I've been fortunate enough to grow up underneath the umbrella of some amazing, phenomenal women. All of my aunts, my mother, my grandmothers, my sisters, everybody who's came before me, mm-hmm. phenomenal women, like, just phenomenal women. So I was, first of all, the baby in my family. I was the third girl, the baby. And so I watched my sister, both of my sisters, and my mother, and many of my aunts go through a lot of bullshit, okay? Right. And they were not whores. They were not disloyal. They were not all these things that people, you know, say right. about women, you know, or whatever. Like, they were the epitome of what good women are. Like, I'm speaking honestly. And I sat my whole life, the first part of my life, watching these beautiful, loyal, loving women getting treated badly. And so at a very early age, before I ever even started having sex, before I ever even had a boyfriend, I made the decision in my mind, like, I ain't never gonna be that woman. Like, right. And not to say it like that, because no shots to nobody. I love all of the women in my lives, and they're all strong, beautiful women. But I just used to think, like, that'll never be me, right? From. But the bad part about that is, you know, I thought that, you know, I was putting on this hard shell and being, you know, like, I'm gonna just do me and F everybody else. That's not good either, you know, because that just led me down a road of destruction, you know, and I ruined my reputation, and I allowed people into my life and into my world that weren't worthy of me and that didn't deserve me. And, you know, I was able to bring myself out of that and get back. But some people can never, what they say about women is that once a good girl's gone, she's gone forever, right?
Right. I've seen that before. And
that's not true, because you're looking at a living, breathing example of a bad girl who has turned into a wonderful, beautiful, phenomenal, God-fearing woman. So that's not true.
I wish we had a clap button.
But that's not totally true. But however, ladies, and young ladies especially, you know, you don't want, it's not the best thing to go through life feeling like, oh, F everybody, I'ma just do what I want to do, and I'ma screw whoever I want to screw. That's not gonna have you feeling any better about yourself than being a respectful lady. So what it boils down to is and what I learned is that those women weren't being respectful and loyal and loving, just for the man. That's just who they were. And you just have to be a loving, beautiful woman, but you have to dismiss yourself from situations when you're being manipulated, abused, or neglected. And we as women cannot stay in situations that aren't conducive to our lives. Right. And so polygamy, I think, is one of them. No, I'm just saying. But
it's kind of off topic, but like since we was talking about relationships, like I want to hear from your perspective, like of an older person, right?
Okay, what?
So like I feel like when you texting girls and stuff, right? Mm-hmm. Like you should show that you aren't interested until she all the way interested in you, because I feel like too many times you put too much into a girl too quick, and then because you put too much into her, now she don't want you. But the dude that's not talking to her, that's ignoring her, oh, she all over him.
What can Dewan, I'm going to tell you this. Gosh, how do I want to answer that? Because you're right. And that does happen a lot. But it happens for girls and guys. It's in both cases, in both scenarios. What I will say is this. I would definitely suggest that you never give too much in the beginning, because from a woman's standpoint, okay, yes, it is true. We don't... And okay, maybe there's some women that do, but listen, all that hello beautiful and hi beautiful and have a good day, and it's all great and fine, but it's like, I don't want to call it corny, but it's just like, if you do that with me, I know that you're probably, like, in my mind, I think that every dude that wakes up and texts me good morning, and okay, I'm sorry, this was back in my days when I was a little player. But like the guys that would text me and be like, good morning, beautiful, and this, that, and the third, my instant thought was like, how many other girls is you texting this to this morning? You know what I'm saying? Did you wake up this morning and text me and 5 other girls? You know what I'm saying? So it's not even necessarily that I think it's corny, but I'm just thinking like, is this what you do with everybody? Like, this is your go-to. Like, good morning, beautiful. Can I take you out to dinner, beautiful? And so my thing is like, it's be a gentleman. Like, being a gentleman will definitely take you a long way with a good woman, because if you're out here looking for hoes, then yes, be that way. Act like you don't care. Because yes, that's what the hoes like, and that's what's going to bring you the hoes, right? So if that's what you want, then like I said a minute ago, it's about living your truth and being honest. When you meet girls, tell them right off the rip, listen, I ain't looking for no relationship. You know what I'm saying? I'm out here working. You know what I'm saying? Period.
But they don't like that either, though. You gotta. I feel like they like the dudes that lie. Cause keeping it 100 with you, keeping it 100 don't get you nowhere.
Oh, okay.
When you sell false truths, like, I don't know, they just for some reason they all over you when you lie.
That's interesting.
And I say this to say, don't be all over Facebook talking about you want a good dude, but then when the dude that say, hey, beautiful, and want to bring you flowers come around, you don't want him. You want the dude
you just shitted on me real quick. Like?
I had to come back.
Okay, I want to take that back, because I'm not saying that I hate when people text me, hey, beautiful, and like if I'm really rocking with you and like we really talking and we done got to a place where we're like there, and you, okay, yeah, I like stuff like that, you know what I'm saying? But what I'm saying is, when I done just met you, you know what I'm saying, and it's like, it's just all the extra, you know what I'm saying? Don't be extra. Quick, yeah. You know what I'm saying? Don't be too extra too quick. Like it's levels to this, you know what I'm saying? And I think that it's just about being yourself. Like, see, for me, I like, okay, so I said that wrong, because I do like when men say, but it's like, be yourself. Like, if I can feel like you're being someone that you're not really are, like, I'm going to be able to feel that, and it's going to come off corny, it's going to come off, you know what I'm saying? That's how it's going to come off. It's not going to come off natural, and I'm going to feel that, and I'm going to, and whether I tell you that or not, like, I know it, and I'm be like, dude, you cornball, you know what I'm saying? But there are some men who just are, smooth like that. Like, they just know how to talk to a woman. They know how to approach a woman. They're, it's all about your approach. It's about how you say things. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And following through. Like, just really being who you say you are, though. You know what I'm saying? Like, for real. But just to answer your question, though, I think it is true. Like, I'll be honest and say that us women are kind of messed up in that notion sometimes. Like, we go after the ones that we know ain't no good. Like, we're attracted for some reason to the men who we know ain't no good. Know they got other women,
Right.
you know, that know.
They don't never want you till you got a girlfriend. Now everybody texting me like,
Yeah, that's
where
how
was
it
you
is.
before that?
Yeah, that's how it is. And I've been guilty of it. Us women sit up and talk about how men ain't no good. And then we look past the good men who are saying good morning, beautiful in our inbox, who probably really do just want to take us out on a date and really do just want to get to know us. But instead, we're out here chasing the ones who don't give us any attention.
Thank you.
So yeah, you probably onto something there. And I don't know. You know what I think it is, Dewan? I've come to the conclusion that, you know, I was a toxic person. Like, we're always so quick to talk about how someone else is toxic, but you're just as toxic as that person, and that's how you even ended up with them.
A little bit toxic is good though. You don't want it to be dry.
Right, and that's what I was just about to say. So for me, it's like I'm an Aries, I'm a fire sign. Like, I'm argumentative. I need it to be like just a itty bit,
just spice it up a little bit. Yeah.
I need a little bit of toxicity, like just a little bit. Yeah, like I can't. I don't like anyone that's boring. Like, I don't want anyone that's not gonna like challenge me.
Yeah.
I don't want someone that's not gonna like call me out on my shit. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Definitely, because you would do little stuff just to try them, just to see. Like,
Just to
I do
see,
that
yeah,
too.
yeah.
Like, how far can I go?
Yeah. So I don't know. I think that.
But back to what we were saying, though, you can't go too far too quick, though.
Yeah, you're
Don't
right.
go
You can't
too
go too
far
too
right
quick.
in the beginning, because I'm not gonna chase you. But once I love you already, then I might chase you.
Right. Or when I start to really see that you're worth or you are what I'm looking for, then I'm gonna do what I have to do. I'm gonna make the time. I'm gonna go out of my way. You know, I'm gonna do those things. You are right, and it's true, because what you just said a second ago about like, no, we can't be 100 because that don't work. You know, we gotta lie because they like the lies. You just really like opened my eyes to some shit, because I was just telling Treese and them the other day when we were talking, you know, I was in a situation kind of something like that where I met a guy and I thought that he really liked me, and clearly he really didn't, and and I thought he was being 100 with me, and clearly he wasn't, and he was lying to me.
Oh man.
And you know,
I'm giving away the game. Man. I gotta stop giving away the game.
No, I'm glad you gave away the game. We need
they gonna be
ladies,
mad
we
at
need
me.
to know these things, because this is what these men do. And this is, how old are you again, Dewan?
I'm 18.
Dewan is 18. So he says that they're lying. They're lying, period.
Nah, whoa.
Like,
Look, we all ain't lying, and we not lying all the time.
Okay.
You see, because it's like, girls, you never know when they lying
so
either.
do y'all just lie when y'all trying to get some pee?
Oh, some of that.
Is that when y'all be
No,
lying? Like,
actually, because you can ask Squint, which is Trey's cousin. Because that's my best friend. We be with each other every day.
Trey?
No, Squint.
Oh. Shout out to Squid.
Shout out to Squint. Yeah,
Shout out to Trey.
I don't know if he listening right now, but I feel like we lie more when we just trying to get the cat, because I don't care. Like,
Right,
I don't
okay.
care if you.
So that's
give
what
it-
I'm saying. So that's why they lie. That's why y'all lie then. So really,
No, I mean, my bad. I said it wrong. We don't lie more when we just, like, we keep it real more when we
Oh,
trying to get
okay.
the cat, because it's like, I mean, if she goes, she goes. She
but
don't.
you
she
just
don't.
said keep it in 100. Y'all
But
don't
that's-
keep it 100 because that don't work no more.
But it's a difference in, like, all right, it's a difference. Different scenarios are different. Like, say I like her, right? And it's not just a sneaky link. All right, I'm gonna hit her right quick and probably never text her again. Then I might lie more because, like, I want her to be around, and I want to keep her around.
Okay, wait. Back up. So I think that was the scenario with that person I was telling you about. So that they do what now?
They lie more when they want to keep you around, because, like, if I lie to you and tell you that I wanted you to be in a relationship, you're gonna be all over me. You feel me? I want you around. But when I'm just trying to hit, like, I don't really care. Like,
Right.
we was supposed to just link right quick and hit anyways. Like, you can leave.
Okay.
I'm quick to tell a girl she can
So
leave.
if a guy starts lying to a girl, is it safe to say that means that he somewhat cares about her? Is that what you're basically saying?
I promise you, this relationship's so confusing. They really is. Because he could lie to you because he care about you, or he could lie to you because he don't care about you. So really, I can't even tell you what the answer is.
And it's just a tough battle. It's just a tough road. You know, this thing called love and life, because
Man,
you never
so
know.
confusing.
It is confusing. And I think that's why some people say that they would rather do a polygamous relationship because they feel like, at least in a polygamous relationship, I don't have to lie. But I think that's BS, because at the end of the day, a liar's a liar and a cheater's a cheater. So I don't care if the man has 3 wives and he's a cheater, he's still gonna go out and cheat on them 3 wives.
Facts.
Like,
That's
period. If he has 1 wife and he's a cheater, he's gonna go out and cheat.
So
If a man is not a cheater, he's not gonna cheat, period.
maybe don't judge me, because people might think of me weird after I say this, but I feel like everybody just talk to somebody on the low. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Yeah. I think everybody has everybody has somebody, right? Like,
Yeah.
there's nobody that's just like not talking
Like,
to
who just
one other
100%
person.
faithful? Like, just tell me.
Well, wait, okay, no.
No.
Wait, back up, because I didn't. Faithful is one thing, but I thought we were just saying, like,
Right, that's one. But I consider that.
so you're
unfaithful.
saying people in a relationship. I thought you were just talking about people in general.
Yeah, I'm talking.
So
about
you're saying
people.
people in a
I feel like
relationship.
everybody in a relationship talk to somebody though. Like, I don't never look at a girl like she not talking to nobody.
Interesting. We still haven't had any callers chime in. Shout out to all of our listeners and viewers. Bree is still tuned in. Mike Chalk is tuned in. Mike Chalk said it's too many layers to pull back on this one. Talk about the polygamy. Yeah, you're right. It is. It's way too many layers and too many questions. That's what I said. I have many questions about this. You know, like, is this really what it is, though? Brianna says every situation is different. That's why it works for many. That's true. And she says she don't feel a woman can use the excuse of manipulation. That's true. But my sis Andrea's on the live. She says communication is everything. If a person knows the truth, it's up to him or her to stay or go. That's true.
Facts. If you decide to stay around, you know I'm cheating, that's your fault.
Yeah, you are right. I mean, I totally agree with that. That's like, women who they are in a relationship with a man and the man been cheating on them for 5, 10, 15 years, and she stayed around. It's like then she becomes the wife. It's
Right.
like you had to go through a whole lot to become the wife, though. Like, I don't know if I'm willing to go through all that just to be somebody's wife. Like, I'm not about
Right.
to stick around for no 50 years while you just doing whatever the hell you want to do, and I'm just sitting over here being loyal and faithful. Like, that's just
Right.
like bananas to me. But that's a lot of people's reality. So
It is.
it's
So I hate to keep switching the topics,
No,
but I got a lot
I
on my
love
mind.
it.
Like,
What you got on your mind? 419, what's on your mind? And since nobody called and nobody has nothing on their mind, tell me what's on your mind, Dewan.
all right, when we talked about approach.
First of all, how much time do we got left? Because this is the Rise and Grind Morning Show, where we do what we want to do. It's your girl, Miss Leah Renee, and we have our intern in the building because Big Treese is not here with me. I got my guest co-host, but she's falling asleep now. And we got Dewan here chiming in on the mic.
We got about 10 minutes till we hit 2 hours.
Okay, so we got 10 more minutes to go. So what's on your mind?
All right, yeah, we talked about approach, right?
Uh-huh.
And nowadays you could approach 2 different ways. You could approach her through social media, or you could catch her in person. Me personally, I feel like you should catch her in person, because it's hard to get a girl to text back just off a hi on Facebook.
Yeah. I'm going to keep it real. Do you know how many highs I have in my inbox right now that I haven't even opened? No, for real. Like, I'm not even trying to be funny. And I'm not saying that in a stuck-up way.
Yeah.
So shout out to everybody that inboxes me and says hi. Hello to y'all. But I can't respond to 1,000 highs. I can't. I'm sorry. And I can't pick and choose either. Like, I can't respond to 10 of them and then leave all the rest of them out. So it's kind of like if you're going to inbox me just to say hi or hello, you're probably not going to get a response.
Okay, so for the guys that do just inbox you on the hi, hello, like, how do they get, like, for the guys that do that, how would you get in that girl's circle to approach her in person then?
Okay, but you don't even necessarily have to approach in person, though. That my point is, if you're going to, again, it's all about your approach.
All right.
So whether it be social media or whether it be in person or whether it be over the phone, it's all about your approach. Because women, we are, how do I want to say this? Well, I know me personally, like, I'm about personality. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've dated some pretty, I'll just say that every man I've dated hasn't been some fine guy. You know what I'm saying? So I literally go off personality. You know what I'm saying? So, like, how you initially make me feel in the beginning, if you can make me laugh, the things we talk about, like, how you make me feel on the inside is whether or not you're going to make it to the next base with me or not. You know what I'm saying? And so, so I've linked up, I had a situation where I met, a guy came in my inbox and his approach was,
He hit you with something crispy.
He hit me with some crispy shit. You know what I'm saying? Like his approach was very different than all of the rest of the guys. And that was what made me respond.
Right.
So then I responded and we got to conversating, and in conversation, he got to lying to me like you say they do. And, I was eating it up like a kid eats candy, and boom, we ended up linking up, and, we had our situation or whatever it was, and then he basically played me. And that was that. But it's one of those situations, like you said, where they'll lie to you and make you think that they that's
what they want,
that's what they want, when really that's not what they want. They just want one thing.
Okay, that's not
and once they get it, they're gonna be gone.
It's not every time though.
Most of the time,
too many times girls think that's just what you want though. Like, just because I hit you up like let's chill don't always mean that I'm trying to do something with you though. It's just you should feel the vibes in the room. If it feel like that's what I'm on, that's probably what I'm on.
Right. No, I'm not even talking about that though. In this instance, I'm just talking about a situation where a guy lies to get something he wants, and then basically, just plays the person, or the girl or the guy. They talk to somebody to get what they want out of the situation, and then as soon as they've gotten what they want, they've went about their business. But They lied and they faked their way to get there. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you the type of person that just got game like that, then I ain't mad at you. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you're the type of chick that can go up to a dude and be like, yo, cash me out right now. You know what I'm saying? I need this stack right now, and you not about to get none, and you about to do it. If you got it like that, and by all means, mama, do you. You know what I'm saying? If you a dude and you can walk up to a girl and be like, listen, shorty, I want what I want, and I ain't doing that. By all means, do you. Right. And even if you don't even necessarily use those words, but if you just got that type of game where you don't have to lie, though. You know what I'm saying? Like, my thing is the liars. I feel like you're a cornball. I feel like you're such a cornball if you gotta lie to a girl or a dude to get something out of them. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you can't just get it out of them because they just wanted to give it to you, then you're a cornball. Period. Like, you don't got no game, and you need to get some game about yourself and quit lying and pretending to people that you want something that you don't really want. Like, because then girls get to acting crazy, and then y'all looking at them like, oh, she's crazy. So that's all I'm saying.
I get it.
You feel me?
Okay. Maybe all right. So you say it's all about the game, right?
Yeah.
All right. So if you slide in the girl inbox, what you hitting her with?
Huh?
If you was a boy and you slid in the girl inbox, what you hitting her with from a girl perspective?
Well, it depends on the female. That's first and foremost. I mean, and it depends on what I want from the female. So if I was a guy and I saw a female who I was only sexually attracted to. And
whoa. We not. I'm talking about like you trying to get her.
Okay, so he actually likes her. Like, like is interested in her, wants to get to know her, wants to, those types of things.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, because I mean listen, hey, I know most women won't admit it, but I am the type of woman that I go for what I want. I go for what I know.
So you shoot shots.
I will definitely shoot my shot. Okay, and so now your shot will get shot down sometimes. You know what I'm saying? But I have definitely shot my shot. You know what I'm saying? Before it is what it is. Like, I'm not too ashamed to say it. You know what I'm saying? When I reached out to this particular person, I tried to do some cute shit, like, right? Like, I thought I was cute, and
big head.
No, I'm a little more original than that. You know what I'm saying? Like, this particular person owns a restaurant, and so I said, why don't you let me come to your restaurant and basically, like, give you a meal, like provide you, like feed you at your restaurant. You know what I'm saying? So my whole thinking behind the thing was like, I don't want to go and give another restaurant, you know what I'm saying, my money or my business. Like, let's give your restaurant the business.
Yeah, that's smart.
I'll still pay the bill and everything, like, but then we just gonna, do it at your restaurant so that you get in the business, right? I thought this was cute. I thought this was some original shit. I'm thinking I'm coming with some shit, right? And he shot me all the way down and basically told me that that his restaurant is too cheap. Like I would have to take him somewhere much more expensive, basically.
I gotta start being more bougie. That's what it is.
And so I was like, oh, okay, well, F it then. So, you know, we never went out on a date. That was that, and he shot me down. He clearly wasn't interested, and that's okay. Like,
that was a nice
one thing I definitely don't do is I don't respond like F you, Nick.
Oh no,
you know,
never. You never supposed to see him sweat.
But there are some guys. And I say this about guys because it's become erratic these days. What is wrong with men and like the way they respond with women when they don't get no holler? Like it be some psycho men out here. Like it be some psycho men that are like cuss you out, dog you, call you a bitch, all types of names, all because you said no thank you to their phone number. Like that's crazy to me.
Yeah. That situation, I feel like you can't do that. But certain situations though, I feel like the reaction is well deserved. Because like, it'd be times where girls would use you for certain, like, don't use me. Just tell me what it is. You feel me?
Right, I feel you. That's what I was just saying. Just like the dudes, like, and the girls do it too. They'll use you to get what they want out of a situation. No, just tell me what you want.
Just cause
and
I probably would have just gave it to you.
See, closed mouths don't get fed. While you sitting up trying to trick somebody, all you got to do is open your mouth and tell them what you want, and you might really get it.
Thank you.
You might really.
Maybe
get it.
it's a what you call it, double standard.
Yeah, it might be a double standard.
It is what it is.
It is what it is. Well, you know, we're going to go ahead and bring the early morning Rise and Grind show to an end. We didn't have any callers call in. I sure would have loved to hear from you guys, and my MacBook just died on me, so I can't even see what anybody's saying anymore. So we're going to go ahead and close the show on out. I want to say thank you to all of our supporters at the 419 Grind Studios. We appreciate all the love and support that you guys spill out on an everyday basis because we cannot do what we do without you guys. Make sure that you guys are staying tuned for everything that the 419 Grind Podcast Studios have to offer. We have many great shows. We have Real Table Talk with Leah Renee, my show, which is we'll be filming another episode tonight, and it'll air tomorrow. It airs every Wednesday, so make sure you stay tuned for that. Stay tuned for the Executive Suite with Dr. Vic, 419 Grind with Jesse, Self-Explanatory with Lance and Arlinda, Underrated with Tasha and Tanya, Capital T with Tasha and Tanya, and Underrated is our sports show coming real soon.
Never mind. I guess I can see.
Oh yeah,
here.
yeah. What we got? What we got?
Well, she told Marcus to call. I wanted to wait a little bit for Marcus to call.
Who told Marcus to call?
Andrea.
I actually had texted my boy Marty Marr earlier this morning. I was trying to get him to come in the studio to have this conversation, and that's probably why he hasn't responded because he don't really want this smoke. He don't really want to.
Tell him what's the number he about to call. He said what's the number.
Oh, the number is 419. Don't play the thing.
Oh, we do got that. Got you. Even though I don't know which one it is.
Okay, we don't know. 419-540-3566. Too bad we don't got Jesse or Trey in the building because normally they would play our little clip, but 419-540-3566. Marty Marr says he's going to call in. You know, I know he ain't about to do nothing but piss me off because this is like my brother, and we go back and forth about this type of stuff all the time because Marty Marr seems to think that I'm a feminist, and I'm really not a feminist. I just
a little bit. You might have a little bit of feminist.
You think so too?
Yeah, just a little bit.
I don't think I am though. I think I just don't take no shit.
Yeah. I know girls like you though.
Cause I love men. We need y'all. Like we need our man. I need a man. I'm not, you know what I'm saying? I love men, especially black men, and I need a man. So, but what I'm not gonna do is just settle for any man though.
All right, true. You got standards.
Period. So
it's good. It's good to have standards. Yeah. 'Cause I know people without any.
Yeah, there's a lot of young ladies and women who don't have any standards at all, and I used to be one of them.
Giving you hearts.
Huh?
They giving you hearts.
Aw, thank you. Yeah, send them hearts up, y'all. Send them hearts up. Send them loves up. Oh, and make sure you guys, if you haven't already, please go over to the 419 Grind YouTube page and subscribe. We need to get our subscribers up, you guys. So please go over to the 419 Grind YouTube page and subscribe. Ooh, excuse me. Like and share. And just continue to show that love and support. So what's going on? Is Marty Marr gonna call in? Shout out to my boy Steve. Hey Steve. Shout out to Beej. He said it's not accepting calls. He said it says it's not accepting calls. Yeah. Well, we tried to get a caller in there. I don't know why our phone lines aren't working for whatever reason. Dewan is trying to get it.
It's not accepting calls. I don't know. Maybe we just, I don't know.
Can I call him?
Yeah. Try to call him.
Okay. Let's see. All right, Marty Mar. I'm about to call you so I can get you on the line, brother.
Damn, we ain't got that one cord. Here, put your phone on the Bluetooth and then we could just have your phone like that. You was on 3-way.
Yeah, no, it'll be easier to just do it like this. Yes, this is the all new Rise and Ride morning show where we do what we want to do. And I know this isn't your regular show, you know, but this is. What's that?
Thanks for using Cricket.
Oh, Cricket. Our Cricket ain't working today. See, that's what you get for using Cricket. But hey, that's okay. You know, we will
get him on there. I'm connected to the Bluetooth already, so let me just call him.
All right, call him. Right there. All right, just bear with us, guys. We're going to get this caller on the line, and we're going to make this happen, okay? Because I want to hear – I got to hear Dewan's take on it, though. You know, Dewan, one thing I like about you is that I could tell that you are a genuine good guy. Like, I could tell you're going to be a good man one day for someone because you're not one of these I hope not anyway. It seems like you think rationally, you know, and you don't think unfairly and unjustly. And I think that that's going to carry you a long way. So, but I would love to hear from someone who does think irrationally. And more than likely, that's going to be Marcus. So hopefully we can get him on the line here.
Hello.
Hey, Marty Mar, you are on the line with Miss Leah Renee and the new all new Rising Grind morning show. How are you, my brother?
I'm good. My bad, I hit you back, man. I've been working hard, man.
That's quite all right. Because, yeah, I tried to get up with you last night for some things, and you played me. But it's okay, though. So
last night, I was asleep. Sorry.
It's okay.
So Leah,
what? So
yeah, I didn't get a chance to watch the show, so I don't even know what's up for real.
Okay, well, I'm about to tell you what's up. I'm gonna fill you in, and
Okay.
I know you're gonna have plenty to say. So, you remember the other day I shared that that picture of that guy wearing the real skinny tight jeans?
Oh yeah. Yep, the dude I was talking about.
Yes, with the two beautiful women, and I posted that picture, and we're talking about polygamy and polygamous relationships, and of course, Dewan has given me his view as a young man, but I'd like to know your view because I know that you have a very different, I think, view. So, what's your view on polygamous relationships, Marty Mar?
I just think I feel like we as men, we were born kings, right? And we should have as many women as we can take care of. And I don't mean just financially. You know what I'm saying? I mean, shoot, if you want 5 wives, you can have 5 wives. But you got to take care of them. I don't mean, disrespecting women and being like, you my hoe, my slut, or whatever. You know what I'm saying? But I think that, because a lot of times women, I think women think they like that. You know what I'm saying? Like they're enough. And a lot of times they don't be enough for one man. They don't be enough for a man needing more than one woman, I think.
Okay.
But I hope ain't nobody listening that I'm going to get in trouble with.
Can I ask you a question?
But for real. Yep, I can answer.
Okay, so I can dig that. I like your response on that. But let me ask you this, because you said men are kings, so they should be able to have as many wives as they can take care of. So why is it that, and you said it's because women think that they're enough, but we're not enough. Okay, great. So
not all the time. I don't want to say every woman, I think if you get with a woman that agrees to your lifestyle, it's okay.
What do you mean agree to your lifestyle?
Meaning if you in polygamous relationships, everybody agrees. Everybody says, I know that he has her and me and whatever else he got. You know what I'm saying? But if you are dealing with a woman and they don't agree, it's wrong. I ain't gonna lie, it's wrong. But shoot, men do it every day. It's I just think polygamous relationships are more honest.
Yeah.
Men, you got married men out here that's sleeping with thousands of women, and
Right.
taking care of other homes. They just not being honest about it.
Yeah, no,
Do the
you are
same
right.
thing.
Okay, and
You get what I'm
so
trying to say?
yeah, I totally feel you. There definitely are. There are a lot of men out here living secret lives, living double lives. Got one family over here, one family over there, and yeah, it's not a good look.
I mean, it's just the reality of life, man. It's the reality. I don't know a woman that ain't been cheated on.
Okay,
Like, I'm
let
gonna
me
keep
ask
it
you
real.
this. Let me ask you this,
Huh?
because you said that men are kings and that's why they should be able to have as many wives as they want, because
Right.
women aren't
If they
enough.
do.
Okay, so why is it that men feel that you are enough? Like, how come us as women should only be subject to one husband when you guys aren't enough as you're not enough coming individually. So
What
how
I'm trying to say is like, I just think men and women are different. We put on the face of the earth for different reasons. That's why we are men and women.
Okay,
You know,
but
it's just my
what
view on-
reason is it that men can
I just don't think a woman can, like, men been doing it forever. You know what I'm saying? I don't think a woman can have multiple husbands. Think about that.
why though?
You know what I'm saying?
Why
Like,
can a
think
man
about
have
it as a
multiple
woman.
wives and a woman can't have multiple husbands? Why? What's your reason? I want to hear like a
I
rational reason.
I just think my rational reason is like, man, I just think like women ain't supposed to do that. You know what I'm saying? That's just what I think.
Why
They're
though?
not supposed to be. I just don't think they're supposed to be having sex with multiple men. You know,
Okay,
like,
but
I
so
just don't
okay,
think
that
so.
doesn't make sense though, because then you're saying that these women should have sex with multiple people. So it's okay for her to have sex with multiple people, just not multiple men.
Yeah.
That was a good one.
Yeah.
You came back with a good one. You got me with that
Because-
That was a good
because
one.
of-
That was a good one.
I ain't got nothing to say about that.
I mean, I'm just
I
trying to
don't got
figure
nothing
this
say
out
about
because
that,
because you're saying
Right.
that a polygamous
Right.
relationship. Let's just use this as an example. Let's say that a man has 3 wives and everyone's married, right? They're all married. They're in a polygamous relationship. So in that relationship, she's sleeping with 4 people, right?
As an example, let's say that a man.
Oh, we
has
echoing.
I guess if you, I mean, if you look at it like that,
Why we
I guess
echoing?
you
I don't know
could.
why we're echoing. Okay,
Oh,
so
never
so
mind.
okay, no, but no. What do you mean you don't know? I'm asking you a question. If she's in a relationship
No,
with
but everybody's in agreement. You get what I'm trying to say? A lot of men not going to agree with his
Yeah.
wife or his one of his wives having sex with other men.
No,
You
I
what
know
I'm saying?
that.
When I
We
say polygamy,
we know that men
when I
aren't
say
going to agree with
polygamy,
it. That's the point. That's the point that I'm trying to make. None of y'all are going to agree with that.
Like me personally, right? Like me personally, I couldn't accept, like, as a man, I couldn't accept no woman I'm dealing with letting me know she having sex with another man. I just be like, I don't want you no more. There's
Okay,
women
but
out
it's
here
okay
that
for
I'm
her
like,
to have
you know
sex
what
with
I'm saying?
another
I'm gonna break
woman.
Can I add an input
I'm
on
gonna
that?
break my back and I'm gonna take care of you. So I feel like it's a certain level of respect. Now, when you start taking care of me, meaning making sure my bills paid and doing everything you're supposed to do as far as to make sure my life is okay, then you could probably call the shots too. But if you ain't doing none of that, you can't tell me like, I'm gonna go have sex with Johnny, but Marty you gonna pay the motherfucking rent.
Okay,
You know,
so
Johnny
so
pay the rent.
so you're
Johnny
not
don't
going to
let me
allow
pay
your
his rent.
so you don't want your
what I'm saying?
so a woman can't have multiple husbands because it's not okay for her to have sex with multiple men, but it's okay if she has sex with multiple women because you want multiple women. So in order for you to get
in
what you
agreement.
want, she can go ahead and have
Long
sex
as
with
she
multiple
agree.
people.
With our women,
You
with my
are a
women, as long as
feminist,
she
dude.
agrees. You get what I'm trying
I'm
to
just
say?
trying to figure this
Like,
out.
With my women. You get what I'm trying to say? It's with in polygamous.
No, that's what I'm saying.
polygamous
In general, in general, in a
But in
situation,
those type of relationships, all those people agree. You get what I'm trying to say?
Right.
In those polygamous relationships, everybody agrees with what we're doing.
right?
You know,
And
like,
I
it's
feel what
some
you're
women
saying.
that be like, some women like you may frown upon it because you don't agree. Like I'm a wife to one man. That's what you feel. That's what Leah Renee feels. But the reality of it is that most of the time, I'm not trying to kill no marriages, y'all. Don't say every man is a cheater. But I'm gonna say a lot of times, man, more times than none, man, men have other women.
Oh yeah,
Some
for
men
sure.
just ain't being honest. You get what I'm saying?
Oh
You
yeah,
got-
for sure.
You got pastors. You got all type of men that's out here that's just being men. I guess.
Can I ask you a question then, Marcus?
Huh? Yeah.
Okay, let me ask you this then. Why is it? Because you're right. You know, it is this way and it has been this way since the beginning of time. And you and my intern here is agreeing with you saying that I am a feminist. But okay. So all I want to know is then, like, if that is the case, the only reason that, this whole, or I guess because, that like you said, no man is ever going to agree to, I just think it's funny. I think it's funny that you say in one breath that, a man is a king, so he should be able to have any amount of wives he wants. But then in the next breath, you said, that if a woman sleeps with multiple people, she's basically a whore. But if she's in a relationship with a man and 3 other women, then she's sleeping with multiple people still. So then she's still a whore.
They're in agreement. You get what I'm saying?
Right. So if there's a situation where, okay, let me just ask you this. If hypothetically there was a situation that we heard of where, there was 2 men who were husbands to a wife, let's just say there was that situation out there somewhere and somebody was okay with it. And, how would you?
Would I agree with it?
How would you?
I wouldn't agree with it. That's not for me. I'd be like, that's for them. That's working for them. You get what I'm trying to say?
Right, but would you still feel? Would you still feel the same way about it as you did with looking at the picture of the guy?
Yes, that's my opinion. I can't see. Like, to me, it's 2 men dating a woman and they all having sex. They're like bisexual. They're not like me. I'm straight. You get what I'm trying to say?
Right.
Like I can't even go mess with a slut, right? Me and my homeboy, I can't have sex. Me and my homeboy have sex with that same girl. I won't do it. You know what I'm saying? Like at the same, like what they say is run a train. I can't do that. I think that's gay. I mean, excuse my language. I think that's wrong. That's not me. You get what I mean? That's like you being bisexual.
Right.
You know what I mean? So if it was 2 men and a girl, I'd be like, man, that ain't for me.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like,
and I get that it wouldn't be for you, but do you think that would be wrong though? Do you think that the woman would be wrong? Like, oh, that's not cool.
No, I don't think she's wrong if that's what they agree to.
Right. So you're just saying that as long as everybody is in agreement and is really living like, yes, we're in a polygamous relationship. And I will say this, I'm with you on that. Like if it is a situation where
a lot of people are in polygamous relationships and they just don't know it.
Right. No, yeah, for sure. You're right.
They just don't know it. You know what I mean? And I hate to frown on any really faithful married couples. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm not saying everybody. I'm just saying when you look at the divorce rates and all this stuff that done happened over years, it's more people divorced and done got married again than there is that got married one time. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you're right. So do you think that if polygamy was practiced by more people, that the divorce rate would not be as high?
Heck yeah. Sometimes you end up cheating with a chick just because she cool, not because you're attracted to her. Because your woman, you know what I'm saying, ain't cool. Getting on my nerves.
Well, why is she a woman if she ain't cool?
I mean, shoot, you know why people be together, man.
No, I don't actually. No, I don't. I don't. I'm a single woman, so I don't know. I don't know. I don't know about like people staying in a situation for.
I don't want to say me personally. I want to talk generally speaking.
Yes, please speak generally.
For reasons like for financial reasons.
Right.
Sex is good. Like a number of things, and they put up with.
Yeah, that's true.
Situations because they don't want to lose that part of the relationship.
Yeah, that's true. That's very true.
Old girl might she can do everything I need her to do, but she get on my goddamn nerves. Excuse my language. I know we on the radio show.
Or maybe she does everything you want her to do. Or maybe she does everything you want her to do, but the sex isn't good or something. Or
the sex ain't good. Whatever the heck it might be. You know what I'm saying? People cheat for different reasons, and it's like that's just the way it is. But a lot of people are in polygamous relationships and they don't even know it.
Okay.
So I guess it's cheating.
Do you think it's safe to say? Do you think it's safe to say? And again, I know you've called me a feminist and things like that, but I'm just wondering: do you think it's safe to say that things are this way, or society has these so-called provisions because of men? At the end of the day, because you men are the ones that, from the beginning of time, basically kind of oppressed us as women and made us kind of like live under your thumbs.
If you want to make an excuse for women just accepting certain things that men have done, like a lot of times women know they getting cheated on, but they can't pay their own bills.
That's
true.
You
know what I'm saying?
You're right.
I ain't saying every woman.
You're right.
It's like certain situations that keep women with these men that's cheating on them. fair, and it's not fair though, because like a woman can stay with a cheating man, right?
Mm-hmm.
Not love him or nothing, but as long as he paying, she ain't gonna say to you like, nigga, only reason I'm with you is because you paying these bills.
Right.
I'm gonna go see Johnny tomorrow.
Right.
9 times out of 10, Johnny can't pay the bills.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like,
Yes.
I'm stay with this.
That's very true. That's very true.
Him a couple little women on the side or whatever he doing, long as he come over here and pay these bills. And a lot of times, most times, women are selfish. They don't want you to go pay her bills. You know what I'm saying? They like, man, he ain't gonna be hitting her and paying her bills.
So women are selfish because they don't want to be cheated on and have.
Nope. Women are selfish because I ain't saying all women. Like, Lee, you just making me talk about it because you know how I am, man.
Yeah.
And like just to like, you know how I get down, but like I'm just saying to y'all, man, like most people, man, are in polygamous relationships, man. Shoot, if I can get some women that agree, I'll do it. You know what I mean?
So how come you don't do it then?
Because I done messed that up. I call myself being a player. You know what I mean? And doing the wrong thing.
Oh, okay, yeah.
But guess what? That's experience, though. That's life. Life taught me that. Nobody taught me that.
Right.
Life taught me that. You get what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So without me experiencing my own life, I wouldn't be able to sit here and say to you, like, yeah, I messed up. I wasn't keeping it real a lot of the times. I done did some things that I'm not proud of.
Okay, so let me ask you this, Marcus. Are you in a relationship right now?
But we are talking about me. Remember?
No, we're not talking. We haven't been talking about you, but now I'm asking for the listeners: are you in a relationship?
But it's not the listeners. Like, it's not their business.
There it is, listeners. Marcus don't want to tell us whether he's in a relationship or not.
But Liz, no, the thing is, that's why they come to your show, because you know me. And it ain't fair. You know, you get what I'm trying to say? It's not fair for you to, like, you know, do me like that.
What? It's not fair for me to do you like what? All I'm asking you is, are you in a relationship?
Man, I'm interested. Anybody out there?
I'm not in a relationship. Are you in a relationship?
Did one of your listeners say, is Marty Marr in a relationship? I'm interested in him. Anybody? That's for me.
Yeah, actually, there is somebody in my inbox right now, and they want to know like about this guy on the line, and they're like, is he single?
Tell them to put it out there who they are, and I'll give her the right answer, like most men. You get what I'm trying to say?
So
like,
it matters what she looks like, whether or not you're single.
I ain't said that. I didn't say that, Liz. I don't care what she looks like. It matters if I want to say what I want to say to her. You get what I mean? Like most men.
Shout out to Tiffany Berry. She said, "Bro, goodbye." I love Tiffany.
Okay. Tiffany Berry. Yeah, so I'm very involved. Very involved. Hey, Leah, I don't got no room. I ain't got no room, Leah. That's all I'm saying, man.
All right.
You hear them line boys going?
My girl Andrea on the live, she said, "Good day, Marcus Williams."
Who said that?
Andrea.
She one of them people that told me to call in, though.
Yeah.
Like, man, but listen, she talks to me regularly, right? And so she know that, like, I just be trying to keep it real with y'all. You know what I'm saying? I just really be trying to make y'all not.
Well, keep it real with your women, too, while you at it.
Be blinded. You know what I'm saying? Like, the little list, don't start, man. Don't start none of that because that's not fair.
Okay, all
right.
About you. You can't talk hey, you can talk about me, bro. We can do this. Let's do it. I don't mind.
We can't do that.
I don't mind.
No, we can't do that because like, okay, let me tell you this. Okay, let me tell you something that like not really in reference to you, but just like I got a daughter. She's 16, right?
Shout out to Nye. That's my baby.
And this is how I explain things to tonight, right? I tell her, like, man, who you become right now is who you always gonna be. You know
that's a lie.
Like,
that's a lie.
Toledo,
that's a lie.
Listen to what I'm trying to say. But you're not listening. When you listen, like, I'm like, your reputation, like, if you become your reputation, you're a thief right now. If you have a reputation in high school, the whole high school knows, man, Nana, thief.
Oh, yeah, that's true for sure. Yeah, you are.
That's going to be her reputation. That's going to be, no matter what she do, a lot of people going to remember.
Yeah, man, you are right. You are right about that.
Do some extraordinary stuff. You get what I'm trying to say?
Yeah, no, you're right. You're right.
It's like when somebody, like in my life, like, I done accomplished a lot of things that I don't talk about. You know what I'm saying? But, like, people might say, Marty Marr from high school is a cool dude. he was cool. You know what I mean? But they may have never known that some of the things that I done did. You get what I'm trying to say, Liz? Like, they may have never pictured my life to be the way that it is. You get what I'm saying? So it's like, a lot of times women don't want to be a wife, they want to be this and that, but their reputation was that. So that's what men they encounter think of them. They like, man, I could mess with her, she's cool. But old girl used to be Slutty Betty. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can't really wife her up. You know what I mean? But it be so many women that done had a past that
Every woman does.
No, but there's so many women that had a past that's their reputation.
Right.
Some people got a past and they done did some things and it was just undercover. They done, you know what I'm saying? They know who they are. You get what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But then you got some people that's like, they want a man to wife them up, but like, you know what I'm saying? Like, the reputation you have, even if you got that person right now, is who is made up in a person's mind. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I mean, I hear all that, but I think it's according. I think it's according to people, because you know what I'm saying. Like, everybody who knows me knows that I had a reputation, knows that I have a checker past, knows that I lived my life, like, period. And I had whatever the situation may be. Maybe I still have that reputation, because from what I hear, a lot of people are talking about who I used to be now that they're seeing me on all over social media and having a podcast, and people will make their comments of, oh yeah, she used to do this and this and that, and the thing is that I am a woman who had a reputation, and I don't give a damn what anybody says about me. You know what I'm saying? And I may still be single at 37 years old, but at the end of the day, what I know is that God has mapped out my life. God knows when he's going to bring my husband to me. And I'm not finished. 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 I'm not finished.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm not finished.
It has, though.
What?
Oh, you hate that, don't you?
What?
Your life, the way your life has been, like how you just said, like, pretty much, man, my life may have been different than another 37-year-old woman. You know what I'm saying? But the thing about it is your life shaped you into the person you are. Shaped you into, like, knowing what you want as far as in a man. You get what I'm saying?
Right. And so that's what I'm saying, though. Like, I don't sit here at 37 years old like, oh my God, I used to be a hoe. I'm never gonna listen. Whatever man comes into my life, because you just said this to me and you just had this conversation, right? And you were like, Leah, that's probably why you still single, because you be telling people stuff about you, and then and I said to you, like, at the end of the day, and I'm gonna continue to do that. I'm gonna continue to tell people I'm gonna just live in my truth and be who I am. If that steers men away from me, then they're boys and they're not worthy of me, and they can't handle a woman like me, and I'm okay with that. I am okay with any guy walking away from me, but a man,
guess what?
a real man, I'm not finished with my point. You keep trying to cut me off. But a man who's a real man, who sees me for who I am today and who wants what I have to offer, because I have many amazing things to offer, and whatever man comes into my life and wants to take that is going to get great, amazing things. And so whatever man that ends up being is a very smart man, but the whole point is he's going to know who I really am. Good, bad, and ugly. I don't give a damn.
It's like I don't have a problem with what you saying, like, man, whatever man I'm with gonna know my history. He gonna know my story. Of course, he's supposed to. You know what I mean? But, like, I'm just telling you that, like, a lot of women bring the worst out of a man. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of women that can bring the worst out of a man. You know what I mean? Like, they'll be like, I'm this and that, but they not really ready to check themselves. I think any woman worthy of it, like you just said, a real man gonna see it anyway.
Yeah.
And just because that man didn't treat you like you was worthy, maybe you wasn't ready at that time.
Or you're right.
Or maybe he wasn't ready.
Yeah, exactly.
And maybe the things you see in yourself really ain't that shit. You know what I'm saying? It really ain't nothing. You just, like, it's like a lot of men, we all carry the same things. You know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of women think that, like, because she got her thing is the thing. You know what I'm saying? Whatever thing that is, meaning her body, parts, you know what I'm saying? Maybe her education, maybe her money. You know, it's so many women that, like, think because they accomplished this and they think this of themselves, that a man gonna think the same thing. And they don't always work that way.
You're right. It doesn't always work that way. And that's why it's important for people to, you know, when you get in a situation and you're with someone who doesn't see you for who you are, to leave that situation because, you know, I would never, I've been.
Really, these women, and stop having sex before marriage.
Yes, I
It's
agree.
like if these women tired of getting hurt, if you have sex with a man before you marry him, man, look to get hurt.
Right.
If you get all
You're right.
your feelings tied
You're
into
right.
that man before he married you, that's so far.
Yeah,
That's so
I
far.
agree.
You sit up there, they're like, oh man, he done cheated on me with Bessie Boo. Technically, I ain't never cheated on nobody. I ain't never been married. So if we can get it out to that, dude, I ain't been wrong.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
I dig that. I can dig that. I can dig that. I agree
if
there.
Any woman listening that want to dog me or whatever, just talk about. If you ain't never been married, we ain't got nothing to talk about. You know what I'm saying? Like if you never been married and you've been cheated on, we ain't got nothing to talk about.
That's real shit.
You know what I'm
That's
saying?
real shit.
And that's just at the end of the day, cause that's just what it is. If you would expect a man to be faithful to you, make sure you marry him.
You know what, Marcus, though? I'm glad that you said that, and that, you know, before we close out, like, I'm just going to say that was the realest thing that I heard you say throughout all of this. And I agree. And that's where we can definitely agree, because what I will say is,
you know, I've been joking too. You know, we talk.
Right, for sure. But that was an important piece that you just said. And I want to make that importance to our listeners, because it is so true. Like you can't be mad at anybody for treating you any type of way, because if you've allowed them to, that was your first mistake. Like you treated yourself bad, continuing to deal with someone who you knew wasn't nothing. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day,
not necessarily not nothing. He just ain't married to you.
No, I'm talking about a nigga who ain't nothing. That's what I'm talking about. Because it's a difference between somebody who isn't married to you and is just, you know, oh, I'm not married to you yet, I'm whatever, and just a dog ass nigga. Like, come on, I'm sorry, just a dog ass dude. You know, there's people, there's guys out here who are just dog ass dudes. Period. You know what I'm saying? No matter how loyal a woman is, no matter how good a woman is, no matter what she brings to the table, no matter if he has 3 women, he's still gonna be a dog ass dude. He's still gonna go out. He could have 3 wives, and he's still gonna go out and cheat on all 3 of those wives, because there's just dog ass dudes out here, just like there's dog ass women. I mean, there's just dog ass people out here. You know what I'm saying? So I think, again, so that's the lesson learning. That's the lesson. That's the lesson today, people.
The lesson learned.
Know your worth. And if someone's treating you in a way that you don't feel is conducive to your life, if someone is constantly bringing you down, then chances are you need to walk away from that person, you know? And yeah. So thank you.
Sex with these men and expecting them to be faithful to you, and they ain't married to you.
Okay, well, there it is, ladies.
Woman that gets cheated on by one of these nothing niggas, as Leah would say, or these little boys. Before you call them a little boy, check yourself. You shouldn't have been dealing with that little boy.
Right. You are right about that, Marty Mar.
You should have made him work for that time.
You right. We can definitely agree there. We can definitely agree there. I definitely agree with you there. All right, yeah, I gotta go ahead and close my show anyway. So thank you for calling in, and thank you for tuning in. I appreciate you.
All right.
All right.
All right, y'all. Peace.
Bye. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, those were all very interesting thoughts, you know, but he is true. I mean, I don't agree with everything he said, but what I do agree with is definitely what he said at the end. And at the end of the day, us as women, we have to start taking a stand. We can't keep blaming everything on these men and all these men manipulate us and they do this. No, we are the women. We hold the real power. So we have to change the narrative. We have to make these men work for it, period. That's what it is. And even men, women too. Like, it's not even a man-woman thing. I think you have to, like you said, know who you're dealing with. You have to really take the time to get to know people. And us as women, we shouldn't be giving our cookies up to these men, period, if they ain't our husband. I agree. So that's why we get into these situations where, you know, you end up in a situation, you feel like your heart has been broken or you feel like you've been done wrong. And it's because neither one of you were really ready to be in a relationship.
Right.
So, yeah. And that goes for even polygamy, because even with polygamy, if you're married to 2 women and you go out and sleep with a 3rd woman, you're still cheating. Like, just because you're a polygamist don't mean that you can just go out here and sleep with however many women you want. You know what I mean? And then that was still a very good thing, because he never did answer my question, Dewan, right? That was a good question you said that I had. Like, he never did answer that, right?
Which one?
about women being a whore, because I said if a woman has more than one husband, then she's a whore. And he was like, because women aren't supposed to do that. I said, okay, so it's okay for her to sleep with multiple people if it's other women, but not if it's other men. And he didn't have no response for that. So it's like, oh, it's okay if the woman is married to a man and 3 other women. In that case, she's sleeping with multiple people, right? But it's okay then, right? Like it was okay for him in that scenario. But I don't know. So that was a really great topic to discuss today. Our show actually went on a little bit longer than what we expected because, you know, we got Marcus on the line and we got to talking that polygamy, and man, that's a heated subject, you know, because men feel one way, women feel another way, and you know, I don't think men and women will ever really agree on that no topic. But
we all just feel the way we feel.
Yeah, we do. So, okay, we're going to bring the show to a close. But before I do, I just want to shout out all my listeners and people on the live. Shout out to my cousin Kara on the live and my cousin Ashley on the live. Shout out to Katie and Tiffany, Andrea, Sarah. Shout out to my boy Jesse on here. He said, what is really going on here? Shout out to Kaylin. Shout out to Frederick. Shout out to Marshall. Shout out to Mike Chalk, and everybody else who tuned in. We appreciate all the love. Make sure you guys look out for all of our shows coming on 419 Grind. We got Heat, Real Table Talk with Leah Renee coming up tomorrow, so make sure you guys stay tuned for that. Thank you for all the love and support. We appreciate you guys, and until next time, mwah.